So Mother's Day, May 11th, I fully intended to sit around the house and do nothing. And this little innocent looking dog right here, I don't know where the other one was, but what happened next scared me half to death. I was in my pajamas, so I didn't want to go outside and look for the dogs. So I started looking in all the windows, and the one window in my living room I can't see out, and I thought about putting a furbo up there. So I was testing my phone to see if I put a new furbo camera up there, what I would see, and it doesn't really help. It wouldn't help me at all to put a furbo camera up there. As you can see, it doesn't show me where the dogs would go. So I didn't notice what had happened next.
Well, these guys just gave me the scare of my life. So that back gate that trucks can drive through, because we keep it for GVA's lines, the chain was just hanging on the fence. It wasn't locked. And apparently they must have saw something and bolted through the gate. I don't know how long they've been gone, but I walked half that forest back there in my pajamas looking for these two. And when I started to come back through the forest the other direction, they came through a hole in the fence in the neighbor's yard to greet me. Oh my gosh. But they were in the neighborhood, not in the forest, so that was good. But look at them. They'll probably zonk out for the next 3 hours. They are just panting and panting and panting. You see all the drips on the floor? They keep drinking water. Oh my gosh. I was looking at little Lost Pets page and everything. They do have my phone numbers on their collars, but
My heart rate had not been that high in a long time, and I got some extra steps for the day. And even after I calmed down, my resting heart rate was not good the rest of the day. That one looks guilty. Okay, so this car was just washed, and I left it outside because I was going to clean the windows. And guess what that is? Pollen. Yesterday was green up. Oh my gosh. I didn't get to that window yet, but I wanted to show you what's outside. Bugs. There are gnats out there. Ugh. Midnight. So I'm editing this video, and right here, I always think I'm gonna video picking up Mary from the airport, and it's a great reunion, and oh, I haven't seen you all weekend, blah blah blah, and she starts talking and I get all distracted, and I never video anything on the way home from the airport. I did try to have her take a picture of the full moon because it was huge. It was big and red because it had the sunset on the other side of it after midnight. and it came out all blurry. But yeah, I just wanted to explain what happened because there's it just goes into the next day. At Cold Spot. Well, I'm at Cold Spot, and they are moving things around. And they look like they're adding more stuff.
I'm gonna try this huge thing. This is new. This huge thing of Timothy hay, 9 pounds. It looks really green. It looks nicer than this stuff. It's usually pretty dried out. We'll see how the chinchillas like it. I might switch. I am not opposed to change. I would really love to feed the birds. I used to feed the birds all the time in Michigan. But I have 2 problems. I have vole issues and dogs that eat the voles and dogs that would eat the birds if the birds came in the yard. I thought about kind of hanging something over the back fence, but then I'm still attracting the voles. Heather said that Charlie's is broken, but I don't think it is. It hasn't been dripping. Well, it is kind of dripping, but not bad. So I think I'm going to get another one just in case. Just in case. We used to get these for them all the time, but oh my gosh, they chew them up like really quick. Ugh, these things have gone up. You know, I didn't go through the whole store, but a lot of the stuff that was on the other side of the store is now on this side of the store. This is a huge place, huge. They carry, you know, it's kind of like Alaska Feed, a big warehouse. So they carry stuff for all animals and lots and lots of bagged and canned foods. And Petco has fish and stuff and reptile things. And, I was going to say, I don't know how Petco stays in business but with 2 other, dog or food feed places in town. But, yeah, I got that 9-pound thing of Timothy hay, and then I got the 90-ounce one. I'm going to compare those and see if the chinchillas like the one better, because they haven't really been, they've been like tossing the hay out. But we've been putting it in a box, and I think it's getting dried out because we're not having it in a bag and closing the bag back up. So that may be an issue too. They have the no sunflower bags of seed over here, and I mix them with another bag of cockatiel seeds, and so one goes through faster than the other one. So that's for the bird, the cockatiel no sunflower seed mixture. And then I got the dripless bottle, and 2 bags of chinchilla treats, and I got 2 bones for the dogs to chew on, and it came out to $111.64. $111.64, and I actually get a discount here. I got $5 off. Well, $6 actually. So I get the wisdom discount, they call it. They don't call it a senior discount, they call it a wisdom discount. And they give you military discount too if you're military. So that's something to consider too. A lot of places in town give you military discount because it's a military town. So that's kind of neat. But $111 for, animals. Okay, I am going to run clear across the other side of town. I don't know what's with this Starbucks over here. They never order enough stock. I don't, because I think they get shipments twice a week. I know they get a big shipment on Tuesday, both of them. But this one's always out of stuff, a couple days before their shipment. So, we're going to go to the other side of town because the girls like the refresher drinks, and that's what they run out of. They run out of those refresher drinks over here. So, another Starbucks run. It's a nice day for a drive. Cloudy, but nice. Oh
yeah, they got this new thing. I think we've mentioned it before. There's, well, this is a park and sell over here, but they have an airsoft. They used the old bus barn. I think it's the old bus barn that they used for our school buses. They actually turned it into an airsoft arena. I don't know what you would call it. Everything is going to these roundabouts here and down in Anchorage and Wasilla. Everybody's putting in roundabouts. These are horrific in the wintertime because it gets all icy. Just these here, back here, because they don't clear them off quick enough. And there's a lot of traffic, so they get icy. And it's like you hit the curbs when you go around them if you're not careful. People go too fast. And I don't know when this Raising Cane's is going to open. They're still pouring concrete and got drive-through signs they're trying to finish. So if you're new here and you don't know much about Fairbanks, we don't really have a whole lot of fast food or stores. We've got a ton of Starbucks. I don't know how they all survive. People love their coffee here because we've got a ton of little coffee huts too. And the stores, I mean, we've got Ulta and Old Navy. And I used to go to Old Navy a lot when the girls were little, but I just don't like their clothes anymore. And Fred Meyer's. We've got 2 Fred Meyer's and 2 Safeways and we've got 1 Walgreens. We had 2 Walgreens, but they just weren't, working, I thought the one on the other side of town was doing better than this one, but apparently this one must do better. Maybe because it's closer to the military base. I don't know. But, yeah, when everybody wanted Arby's here so bad. And so they put 2 Arby's, one on either side of town. These franchises, a lot of reason why we don't have them here is because they want you to have 2 in your area. They don't, if you start a franchise, they want you to have 2. So, people, and it's just, this town can't support 2 of the same franchise. So those Arby's, I think they're probably pretty much struggling. I mean, at least they stay open, unlike our Sonic. No, it looks like it's gonna rain. What the heck? There's not much rain in the forecast. See all those mounds of dirt that were to the left? That's still snow. That's our snow dump. They pull the snow out of town and then they put it in the middle of different areas that they've got set up for the dumps, snow dumps. It's been a while since we did a talk and drive. I like to do that in the summer and the spring, and because everything's green. Look at green grass. It's crazy. Green Up happened. I think it was Saturday was the date. Maybe it was Sunday, Mother's Day. So I showed you all the pollen on the car. Oh, it's crazy. Once all these leaves burst open, everything gets covered. Everything. It's fast. It happens fast. This year it didn't happen so fast because we still had nights freezing rain. I mean freezing rain. I'm thinking about the rain. Below freezing temperatures, 31, 30 degrees. I don't think we have any below freezing temperatures this coming week, though. So our town, city limits, is roughly 4 square miles. It's or not 4 square miles, but it's 4. I don't know what you would call that. It's 4 miles one direction and 4 miles in the other direction. Let's see if I make this light. There's a little iconic bar right here. It's the Oasis. And they actually have good food. This is all new. This was just put together a couple of years ago. They put this median in the middle here. Widened the bridge. Put a walking path on either side. It was pretty scary sometimes, people, walking or riding their bikes. They'd get real close to the traffic, and the only thing I don't like about it is they blocked this entry off over here. See, I need to get to that road on the left next to the car wash there. So you got to make a U-turn around this median. I mean, it's the quickest way to get over here. And if you have a big truck, you're not going to make this turn. You're not. Lucky I have a little car. I got their open sign over here for the car wash, but they're closed. I see that happen a lot in town. Somebody should have a master switch. So when you go out the door, you turn the switch off. Fat Burger is to the right. O'Reilly's. Brewster's, they shut down this one because they reopened the other one that had burned. I don't know if they're going to reopen the one over here or if they're just going to run that one over there. Okay. I sit here and place my order online because I don't want them to mess up my order. If they do it at the cash register, they usually mess it up. So I place it online, and then I either go in and pick it up, or I'll go to the drive-thru. There's nobody in the drive-thru right now, but I'm going to place my order. And they make them better over here. Well, I wasn't going to video anything else, but I figured I may as well, since I'm out and about and have nothing better to do. Well, I got lots to do, but I figured I would go to Creamer's Field to see if there's any more sandhill cranes. Sometimes they come in big groups, and sometimes they come in little spurts, and so we never know, when you're going to see a whole bunch of them. It's kind of cool to see a whole bunch all at once. It's best to see them in the fall, because then they do kind of come all at once and they hang around for quite a while. The end of summer. I shouldn't say fall. It's the end of summer. So UAF is to the left of me. There's lots of little things down here. This big building right next to the road here used to be a big bookstore called Gulliver's. And it's been several things since then. It just doesn't seem like anybody can stay there for very long. I think that studio will stay there for a while. We need to go in there and show you. Lots of little restaurants. Those are all kind of newish on this end of town. This pita place, I thought it was gonna close, and it's reopened again. They're building a huge church over here to the right. This true north. There's one on Airport Road, and it became too small for what their congregation is, so they're building a huge one. And I've been there. I like that church. Woodway, that's been here forever. Toy Quest, that's been here forever. Farmer's Market to the left of me. They've got a new little parking area over here that they took over. It was like a little lot, so they took it over. Lots of residential neighborhood. There's a slough here, little river that runs alongside the road. So when we went to Roaming Route the other day, which is down here, it's right by the slough. So there were a bunch of mosquitoes out there. They were the big ones, because the big ones are the first ones to come out. I forget how many varieties, over 200 varieties of mosquitoes here. It's crazy. Fairgrounds to the left of me. See, here's Roaming Route. And Alaska Feeds across the street. You seen that when we went from Roaming Route to Alaska Feed. I had cut somebody off. I need to go into the Fish and Game office here, because a few years ago I qualified for my permanent fishing license, and I haven't gotten it yet because I haven't really been fishing. I haven't done this in a long time, so I hope you guys can hear me because this is actually my new phone that I'm using. I haven't used it for driving and talking yet, unless I've got the camera pointed at me, and it records differently if it's pointing at me or away from me. It's strange. It's like it has different microphones. I see lots of geese over here. There's a white goose out there. That was here the other day, that white goose. I don't know if you can see, he's digging for something in the grass. He's got his head down. They throw seeds out there for them. Those are all Canadian geese. I am familiar with them from being from Michigan. I don't see any cranes. I don't see any further down either. Well, I was hoping that goose would put his head up. I guess I'll go home. I did some cleaning. I swept. I gotta wash the salt out of here though. But I swept and I broke down all the boxes. I saved a few for in case Mary wants to pack some small things in boxes. But all of this has to go somewhere. I don't need a treadmill. I don't like it. We were trying to get the dogs to use it, but they won't use it. I got trash to go out. I was going to go to the recycle center today, but it's closed on Mondays. Everything is closed on Mondays. Monday's my day off. Oh my goodness. What do you hear? Look at these guys. They can't hardly stand it. They smelled me walk in the door with these. I gotta take them out of the plastic. I gotta, hold on. Oh no, I wasn't recording. I thought I was recording when I gave them to them. Oh, I hate that when you think you pressed the button and you didn't. Is it good? Is it good? Her tail's wagging, it's hitting the bucket. It's making noise. Too funny. Yeah, Mary's got like a little pile over here of things that she's going to take with her. Kip's not a chewer like Bean is. So when we went for his vet checkup, he's got a lot of tartar on his teeth. Even though I give them those dental chews every single day. They get them first. They go out in the morning and they come back in and they get those dental chews every single morning. But see, Bean, she will just chew and chew and chew on those bones. These are the real bones. I've been getting them like the bleached bones with the like peanut butter filling. But these are actual dried bones. They got the bone marrow in them. Well, hello. This video might have been a bunch of random stuff. But, it's been a whirlwind. And we're all not thinking right because the pollen, it really messes with your histamines. I've been talking to, because a lot of my patients have actually had, a lot more pain than they normally do. And it's that time of year, with all the pollen and stuff, even if you don't have allergies, the your histamines are working overtime, so it's causing inflammation in your body and then doing weird things. So there's that. and today, actually, I feel pretty good right now, but my whole head hurt this morning, and I wasn't really stuffy. I mean, I woke up kind of stuffy, but when I do those sinus rinse things, it actually takes that stuffiness away, but the head stuff is still there. And I was outside all weekend, with all that wind and things blowing at me, and then wiping the car off after it had been washed. Oh my gosh, all the pollen. But I wanted to get on here because, a lot of you are new here and you don't know, this was our family, the 3 bears, and me and my 2 daughters. And, my other daughter pops in once in a while, and life tries not to be on camera. He's like, I don't want to be part of this. But, I have a full-time job. I work full-time. So I really would like to have this channel grow, and it's growing at the rate that I expected. I've got several years before I actually retire, and but I would like it to be a good supplement to my income when I retire. My Social Security, if we still get Social Security.
Make mom internet famous. I'm kidding, but help her out.
Yeah, maybe something will happen that our numbers will really grow, and that would be nice. But I wrote down some notes here because I wanted you to give me some grace if I don't answer your comments on time. I do want to answer all the comments, as many as I can. And, if that grows, then it's going to take me longer to answer the comments. And when I put these videos up, Friday, Saturday, I'm working, so I can't get to them until hours after they've been up. So, give me a little bit of grace on that. I know every once in a while I get somebody new and they'll be like, oh, she doesn't answer comments. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I answer them all. And then I really weed through them to try to see if there's any replies, because the system that YouTube uses, they don't work all the time to let me see those replies. So I actually, have to go back through a lot of those videos and see, if there were any replies to those comments, after I had made a reply, because some people will, chit chat back and forth. And I try to answer those too. But I primarily do at least 3 videos every weekend. Sometimes I'll do 4, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It just works out better for me that way, because we do things on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll usually put up a Costco video for Monday, because we've done that too. And instead of the Monday measures, I know a lot of you miss the Monday measures, but I haven't been meal prepping the way that I used to, because everybody's eating different things. So, so I'm not preparing meals like I did. I'm hoping to get back to that when it's just me and Heather in the house, after Mary has moved. We'll see. But, I don't know, I think sometimes I put the Costco video up with the Monday measures, because we were buying things in order to prep for that. So you never know, that might come back. And, so doing those videos, I generally work another 20 to 30 hours for those 4 videos. So that's my full-time job, plus another 20 to 30 hours a week. So you're talking, working 60 hours a week or more. So, it's a lot. It is. That's why my house is a mess all the time. And don't get after the girls, because they clean They clean. I don't know, like we mentioned in the other video, I'm gonna have to get after Heather. Actually, Heather's been doing a lot more. She watched chinchillas all week this week, which was really nice.
I think we're just hard on ourselves because we're like particular and we have lots of animals around. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of animals to take care of. With the 3 chinchillas, that's a lot of work right there. Chinchillas are a lot of work. They're exotic animals, and they have to take baths and, they poop a lot. Chin Pals. If you're interested in chinchillas, go watch Chin Pals, and she'll actually have videos up and that will try to scare people away from, getting chinchillas, because it's a lot. It's a lot of work. And that's why we're thinking about rehoming the 2 girls, because they're real young, and now it's just going to be me and Heather taking care of them, and we're just not going to have the time.
Yeah. So. And honestly, I think because Heather doesn't have issues with hay and stuff. Well, it depends. You'd need a nice cool place to put Charlie, but
if I refurbish the basement, and turn it into an Airbnb, we're going to have to move all the chinchillas anyway.
But if you could keep him in a nice cooler room or something, you could put him upstairs, and then he'd, have a little more social interaction.
I'd have to have an air conditioner.
Yeah. Which you have somewhere.
Yeah, and our bedrooms are small. They're small. There's not really a lot of room to put a big chinchilla cage. So I thought about, when I clear out the pantry, because there's cupboards in there right now, and I'm going to take the cupboards down, and I'm going to put shelves in. If there's room in there to put him. But then it's dark all the time. There's no natural sunlight at all because there's no windows there.
There's no window in that room.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll figure out a solution.
Yeah.
Because Charlie's a calmer. He's getting older.
Yeah, and he's very social. He really likes the being held and people, and he's not like the 2 girls. They don't want to be held. They don't want to be messed with.
I do think because Heather has a lot of online friends, and obviously everyone thinks chinchillas are super cute, then, if she has more access to him and she just closes her door and she can kind of let him hang out with her or roam around her bed or something, then maybe that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice little...
Yeah, well, and the... Heather's room, Heather's going to move into Mary's room because it's bigger. And Heather's room is going to turn into a guest room. So we could put Charlie in there, when there's no guests.
Plus we have that little pop-up thing that he zips up so he has space to run around. Yeah. But he can't get under it because he can't get out of it.
Yeah. We do have
it's like a pop-up tent.
Like a pop-up tent thing for him. He can put him in there. Yeah. So... Yeah, and I talk about this, and just that alone, having a full-time job and taking care of animals and doing the YouTube, it's a lot for me, but I really like to do it. I like to do the YouTube channel. Yeah. It's kind of like an outlet for me, because...
Creative outlet?
Yeah, it's a creative outlet, but I have to be doing something all the time, and why not video it? But, I always feel like I don't get anything done. I say that. I feel like I don't get anything done. I don't get the house clean. But, this weekend, just, I showed a lot in the videos. I did the dishes. I did food prep. I cleaned the bathroom. I did 2 loads of laundry. I washed the car windows on the inside. I broke down all the boxes in the garage, and you've seen that mess. and then I cleaned and swept the garage, and oh gosh, that was a mess too. I mean, there was all kinds of dust everywhere. And then I sorted through things to give to Mary, and I'm we're trying to stage things that she can take with her. Because they're, moving into, wherever soon.
And, you know, she may as well have that stuff down there if she's taking a U-Haul. And then, oh gosh, what else? I got the next 3 videos prepped for next weekend because I don't know how many. I'm going to have to get a couple videos together for when I'm in Kodiak because I don't like to miss out on you guys. So I'll have something to put up, I guess, even if it's just 2 videos. Usually if I'm gone on a vacation like that, I'll just put up like 2 videos for the weekend. So, but generally what you see, like this, it's done the week before. So whatever you're seeing this weekend was actually videoed last weekend, and you can tell that from the dates. I'm used to put them up like right away, you know, a couple days later, but not anymore. It's a lot. And you know, this weekend's going to be a couple of long videos, you know, because this one we're talking a lot. And yeah. So, you know, I'm not sure if this weekend, if you'll have a video tomorrow, because that last Costco haul was a big haul and we got a lot of freezer stuff. And if we do go, we might just be looking at things because I think the only thing I'll need maybe is eggs, and because I didn't get them last time, and maybe some more half and half. Yeah. So you might get a Costco video tomorrow and you might not. We'll see. If you don't, it'll just be a 3 video weekend. And I'll kind of put that somewhere so that way you know to be prepared for a video tomorrow or not. So, yeah. Mary's over there doing busy stuff, so she's popping back and forth in the doorway here. Yeah. So that's how you're hearing her. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know, you know, how I'm handling things right now and how things are going to be in the future. Mary's probably she said she might, you know, take some videos or pictures down there of things that they're doing. It's beautiful down there.
Yeah.
You know, they've got all the mountains and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure if I go into any, like, you know, special events, or if I do a Costco trip and I see something down there that's cool that maybe Fairbanks doesn't have yet. Yeah. Miscellaneous things.
Yeah. And, you know, they're going to do some events with me.
Yep.
Like they're already talking about going to the Renaissance Festival with me, and then, you know, the fair. So yeah, there's that. And then I'll probably go down there and hang out with them for Christmas. And it's not the end. She is my daughter. She's not leaving the state, but, you know, she will be 300 and some miles away.
I mean, to you, like, lower 48 people, it practically is,
like another state.
Because it's 6 hours away.
It's 6 hours away, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but doable.
Yeah, especially for this one who likes to drive. She's always been a driving person.
Yeah. Yep. So, there you go. And I guess that'll be it for this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, the next videos you'll see, you know, we'll be in Kodiak that weekend. And I've got, I don't know, because I don't know how life's work is going to go. But I might have 3 different people watching the house. And Life will be staying here. You know, he stays here when we're gone. But, you know, yeah. It's you know, wheels are working. Something will work out. It always does. Okay. We'll see you later because this is getting long. And, yeah. I can't wait to go to Kodiak. Wish me luck.